Hey everyone, this is D, Movieman, fellow cinephile, popcorn addict, and emerging film critic, coming to you with reliable recaps, reviews, and reactions. So, another day, another trailer reaction. So today I'll be reacting to the trailer for Death on the Nile, directed and starring Kenneth Branagh. And as always, I have posted a link down below so you can check out the trailer and then come back and see what I have to say about it. Let's get into it.
The romance of the desert has the power to seduce. I ask you, have you ever loved so much? Been so possessed by jealousy that you might kill.
You had something to hide.
The crime is murder.
Should have hidden it, shouldn't you?
The murderer is one of you.
I don't feel safe here. I don't feel safe with any of them.
It's too late to change events. It's time to face the consequences.
I have investigated many crimes, but this
The policy of truth.
has altered the shape of my soul. I am Detective Hercule Poirot, and I will deliver your killer.
Never again is what you swore the time before. Never again is what you swore.
How many great stories are tragedies?
Wow. Well, all right. That looks very, very intriguing. Before I get too deep on it, let me give you a little backstory. Death on the Nile is actually a follow-up to 2017's Murder on the Orient Express, which was also directed and starred Kenneth Branagh in the title role of Hercule Poirot. And both Death on the Nile and Murder on the Orient Express are adaptations of novels written by Agatha Christie, who is a very famed and popular mystery writer, and her career spanned decades. She actually wrote 66 detective novels and 14 short story collections also featuring detectives. And I actually first became acquainted with Agatha Christie in middle school. My mom actually bought me And Then There Were None. It's something that she read when she was a little girl, and she wanted me to read it. And it just so happened that And Then There Were None is actually one of her most popular books. It is one of the world's best-selling mysteries, and with 100 million copies sold, it is also considered to be one of the best-selling books of all time, mystery or otherwise. So I had the pleasure of reading that in middle school, and my mom wanted me to have the experience of reading it, and I tell you, I was not really prepared for that story. I probably was a little too young because it was so much to take in one story. But it was shocking, and it was in your face, and there were twists and turns, and it is a very dark, foreboding novel, but it is a really well crafted story and such a unique story also. And I really, really enjoyed it. And Then There Were None, that was kind of the crux of my experience with Agatha Christie, along with just knowing her as a very prolific and famous mystery writer in general. But I had never had the chance to really read any of their other books, but I was familiar with the names, and I was familiar with Poirot and just her impact as far as the mystery genre. So then I ended up seeing Murder on the Orient Express in 2017, and I really, really enjoyed it. I enjoyed Kenneth Branagh's direction. I enjoyed the cinematography. I enjoyed the feel of it. I love a period piece, as I always say. I love the cast. I thought Kenneth Branagh did a great job as Poirot. And overall, I thought he did a really great job with the film. And I remember at the end of the film, there's a point where Poirot has solved the case and he is moving on to, either, relax or just figure out what he's gonna do next. And all of a sudden someone runs up to him and lets him know, sir, there's a new case for you. There's been a murder in Egypt. And I was like, why does that sound familiar? Why does that sound? I was like, Death on the Nile. Ooh, are they doing Death on the Nile? I didn't know if it was just an Easter egg or if they were planning to do it, but I had hope. And oh my gosh, when it was announced, I was so excited. I was so happy. And the cast, everything about it, I was so excited for this to happen. And so now that the trailer is dropped, I'm even more excited to go see it. And it's interesting because the original novels, Murder on the Orient Express and Death on the Nile, they were published just a few years apart. Murder on the Orient Express was published February 28th, 1934, and Death on the Nile was published November 1st, 1937. So it's just about the same number of years between the last film and this one. And it's funny because I love the mystery genre, but I always forget that until a new mystery story or a new mystery film or TV show comes along. Then I kind of remember like, oh, this is mystery. I love mystery. And of course here, just like the last film, Kenneth Branagh is starring as the famed detective Hercule Poirot. He is a French detective and he is one of Agatha Christie's most famous and long-running characters. He has actually appeared in 33 of the 66 novels that she did, so literally half of her entire career this character has been featured. And he's very famous, and I was familiar with his name, but I didn't make the connection to Agatha Christie until I got much older. And I absolutely love the fact that these are not modern interpretations, but they are period pieces. They are taking place in the exact time period in which the novels were written. Once again, I'm loving the look of the film. I love how vibrant and lush everything looks. I love the old school style of the costumes and the period being captured through that. Much like the last film, this is a star-studded cast, and I think the casting is very diverse and very widespread, much like Murder on the Orient Express. There's a little bit of everyone in this. There are several familiar faces, including Tom Bateman, Annette Bening, Russell Brand, Ali Fazal, Gal Gadot, Armie Hammer, Rose Leslie, Emma Mackey, Sophie Okonedo, Dawn French, Jennifer Saunders, and Letitia Wright. So yeah, I am excited to see how all these actors connect with their characters and how the characters interact and how the whole mystery and story unfolds. And I'm particularly interested in seeing Sophie Okonedo and Letitia Wright because I enjoy them very much as actresses. And it'll be interesting seeing how they, as Black women, navigate this scenario amidst all the murder and the mystery and the drama that's going on, much like Leslie Odom Jr. in Murder on the Orient Express. So it'd be interesting seeing them. I'm a little biased, of course, because I enjoy them very much. But yeah, I'm interested in really seeing the cast as a whole and how they work as an ensemble. I haven't had the pleasure of reading this particular story, so I'm going in new and fresh. I am thinking about maybe watching the 1978 version of it just to get a feel for it before I watched this version of it. I love that it was filmed on location in Egypt. I am excited to see that. I'm excited to see this. Like I said, I love mystery. I enjoy Agatha Christie. I am glad that her work is reaching a new audience. They are technical remakes. I know how leery we can be on remakes, but I think it's about time for a new generation to be exposed to her work, and whether it's through film or a TV series or a miniseries, I think I'm excited to see her work in mystery be captured on screen. And assuming and hoping that this does well, we will continue to get more sequels featuring Poirot and various cases. I would really be excited for that. Death on the Nile will actually be coming out October 23rd. Hopefully by then things will have changed up a little bit and I can possibly make it back to the theater for this. If I do, I will be all masked up. My whole situation will be together. I'm not taking any chances. But if I can experience this in the theater, I will definitely do my best and try to see it because I really did enjoy the last. So I think this one will be just a great follow-up to that. So that'll wrap things up. I hopefully will be seeing Death on the Nile very soon in a theater near me. So once again, this is D Movieman signing off, and I'll see you at the movies.